Hi, I'm John Freeman, the photographer behind the camera who captured the Gigapixel wall mural photos you will see here on Abba's Creations Photography.com. You may ask, what's so special about your photos? Landscape photographers are a dime a dozen. What sets your photos apart from theirs? My photos are of record-setting resolutions, some exceeding 12 by 33 feet in size at 300 pixels per inch. My photos are created by seamlessly stitching anywhere from as few as 50 to several thousand individual 45 to 50 megapixel images together to create a final image with sizes from 1 to 8 gigapixels. A photo with 1 billion pixels is commonly referred to as a gigapixel photo. The results are photos with resolutions hundreds of times greater than what one can get from typical photos from cell phones and run-of-the-mill DSLR cameras. The breathtaking detail of these images is spectacular. Standing in front of one of our 8-foot by 16-foot wall murals gives you the feeling of actually being there, viewing the scene in person. I have spent years developing, through practice, experimentation, and many failures, techniques that allow me to create these gigapixel plus sized images. I have assembled a specialized tripod equipped with a nodal panoramic head specifically designed for shooting this type of photo. These are teamed up with a high-resolution 45 megapixel camera with either a 70 to 200 millimeter or a 300 millimeter lens. These days I'm using a Canon R5 camera that has automated focus bracketing capability, which allows me to shoot focus stacked images to be stitched into the completed stitched image. My career experience as an electronic and computer systems engineer, along with doing software programming, has enabled me to custom build my own computer from the ground up. This is needed because you quite simply can't buy affordable pre-made computers that are powerful enough to wrangle photos of this size. My computer, built in 2017, is more powerful than two high-end 2017 era MacBook Pro computers combined, and has over 100 terabytes of online storage. Each of my photos starts with a great deal of location scouting and planning. Long, sometimes months before traveling to a location, I've used the internet, Google Earth, and photo pills to research the best location perspective, time and season of the year, and angle of light for the anticipated shot. Once I arrive at the location, I tap into my 57 plus years of experience doing photography. Having been doing photography for that long, I have an intimate knowledge of the required camera settings and the electronics of the modern digital cameras. This experience has taught me how to set up the camera to maximize the image quality. When shooting images with this level of detail, it requires the utmost attention to the details related to the exposure times, aperture settings, ISO, hyperfocal distance based on the focal length of the lens being used, along with numerous other factors. When shooting a set of images that may consist of several thousand individual images, such as when shooting a focus bracketed set, having the absolute perfect manual settings for your camera is critical. Once I have completed the fun part, that is the shooting in the field, the real work begins. Back in the studio, my years of experience with Adobe Camera Raw, the Topaz Suite, Helcon Focus, PT GUI, and Photoshop all come into play. I've been known to spend more than 100 hours processing a single image before I am satisfied with the results. Using the software tools mentioned, I blend the hundreds or thousands of individual images into a gigapixel image that accurately represents the full tonal range of colors and light in the scene. The results are some of the highest resolution fine art wall murals in the world. I invite you to tour my website and enjoy the fruits of my labors. Everything you see here can be cropped and sized to meet your exact specific needs. To view my gigapixel wall murals, click on the Galleries tab at the upper right corner of the screen. Then from the drop-down menu, select the wall murals. Within the wall murals gallery, Double-clicking on the gallery image will take you to a detailed description of the photo. On the Details page, double-clicking on the image again will launch a virtual tour of the image that will allow you to zoom and pan around the image to get an appreciation for the incredible detail contained in the photo. The HD Fine Art section features my sub-gigapixel images. While not as large as the gigapixel images, they still have far more detail and clarity when compared to normal landscapes typically seen. The Vast Photos gallery is my gallery on vastphotos.com. My photos available on Vast Photo are photographic prints created using a specialty large format fine art printer designed to produce archival museum grade prints. They are true chromogenic prints, light sensitive paper exposed in a dark room using state-of-the-art laser printers to produce the sharpest possible images. As a final note, I want to explain how I came up with the name of my business, Abba's Creationist Photography. As a Christian, I absolutely believe that the world I, as a photographer, am trying to capture images of with my camera is God's creation. Abba is an Arabic word that translated into modern day English means Papa or Daddy. Thus, my business name means Daddy's Creations Photography. Anytime I look through the viewfinder of my camera, I am keenly aware of the fact that the scene before me is His creation, and I strive to do my utmost best to capture His handiwork to the best of my abilities. Thank you.